So if you didn't know already, talent is what separates the best from the rest. And it's not hard work because end of the day, everyone is working hard. I'm working hard, you're working hard, Jimmy down the road is working hard. So everyone's working hard. So what separates you from the pros is talent. They are seriously talented, seriously talented. And you may be thinking that talent is like God-given or genetics or like luck or something like that. Well, I'm telling you it's not. It's something that you can build naturally. And I'm gonna share exactly how you can build your talent like the pros so you can become talented like the pros and get scouted and signed by pro academies and teams. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to start working with nature. And you're probably thinking, what do I mean by that? Well, I simply mean stop spending all your time inside on your devices, playing your Xbox, all that kind of stuff. Get outside into the sun, start grounding, which is barefoot on natural ground, and start just embracing nature, because end of the day, we are nature. We are meant to be in nature. This is how our ancestors grew up. This is how our parents pretty much grew up. They were outside all the time. So start getting outside, start working with nature, start eating real foods, stop all the processed foods such as protein shakes, supplements, and all just these random like vegan, I don't know, random stuff that they give you. Stop eating all that stuff. Start eating real food such as meat, eggs, raw dairy, fruit, and start embracing nature, because we're meant to be out in nature. And you will just feel more vibrant, you'll feel more energized, you'll feel clearer in the brain, which is obviously super important as a footballer, so you can actually stay focused on the football pitch. The next thing is start building your athleticism. So you do this by training the feet. And training the feet is super important because this is your route to the ground. This is what you use to walk, run, sprint, play football. So it's super important that you train your feet. And so many footballers neglect their feet and they think, oh, it's just, I don't need to train my feet. You do. They need to get super strong. So we do this inside the Natural Football Mastery through fascia training. And you can find the Natural Football Mastery through the link in the description if you wish to join. But we do this through fascia training, and fascia training is super important because you're building that connection from your feet to your glutes, and all top footballers are what we call fascial driven. Right now, you're probably quite muscle driven, which means you probably feel your quads and your calves and your groins when you run and play football. This is not what we want. All pro footballers are fascial driven, which means they feel their hamstrings, glutes, and abs when they run and play football. So you need to start training your fascia. It's super important. And we do this inside the Natural Football Mastery with some simple exercises that only take about 10-20 minutes a day, but they will benefit you massively in the long run. You'll sprint quicker, jump higher, and just be more technical on the football pitch. So that is how you build your athleticism. The last thing is you need to play the game. So many footballers are wasting so much time, and I used to too, on just random cone drills, random ball mastery, random just exercises and routines and all this kind of stuff. You don't need to do that. Just play the game. All you need is a ball and you, and just a bit of space. You don't even need space. You can just train on your balcony if you wish. You can just do some juggling, some ball mastery, whatever you want, just on the spot. You don't need cones and all this equipment. Just play the game, play small-sided games as well. Super important, because you can do all the individual training you want. The individual training is like sharpening your sword, but if you actually want to knock someone out, you've got to actually play the game. And this comes from small-sided games, 11v11 games. So start playing the game. It's so important, because as I said, you can do all the individual training in the world, but if you're not actually playing real football, which is small-sided games, futsal, and of course 11v11, because that's the main thing that matters. If you don't play the game, then how do you expect to get better? If I wanted to get better at Fortnite or get better at playing the guitar, I'll play more of the guitar, I'll play more Fortnite. It's that simple. So that is how you become talented like the pros. It's pretty straightforward. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something that's going to take time, but if you're consistent with it and you do the right training and have the right routine and have the right help around you, then you'll become talented like the pros in less than 30 days. And this is what happened with me. I started training like this. I started implementing these habits into my routine, and I just felt far more alive on the pitch. I was scoring more in training, and then I was translating those training performances into games. I was scoring hat tricks. I remember when I scored my first hat trick for the club, it was amazing. I got called up to striker and I scored my first hat trick within the first half. Oh man, that was amazing. That was amazing. And that's simply because I was doing these three things: So if you want me to help you become like that and become talented, then you can click the first link in the description to join the Natural Football Mastery. It's my football course where I help footballers around the world become talented and sign for pro academies and clubs. So click the first link in the description, and yeah, I'll see you there.